All right. And we're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to your girl, Sighren, right here on the Sighren Speak show. Hello. Hey, y'all. I hope you guys are having a very wonderful and swell day. I myself am, you guys. There's so much that's, been happening that's been trying to just like get in my way, honey, but I ain't gonna let it. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. There is like so much that has been going on, y'all, in my life. First of all, death, okay, becomes her. I have heard about, I think we're at 3 or 4 deaths, okay, in my family or in my circle of folk as we speak, and no one is over 45, okay? Well, there was one that was over 45, but the other 3 were not. They were under 45 years old, and we're talking, heart conditions and things of that nature, y'all. It's just getting too serious out here for us to be taking our life, lightly. So I think it is critical for us to, y'all, it's time for us to just level up, point blank and period. It's just time for us to level up. So we're going to talk about that today, the need for us to step into our expensive era, okay? Our expensive era, y'all. It's just time for us to level up every aspect of our life, people who we hang around, places that we go, things that we do, all of that stuff. We need to just really step it up a little bit, you guys, or a lot, however it is for you. So shout out to you, okay, as you enter the building. Again, thank you to each and every one of you who come in and give this video a big old fat thumbs up, okay, because you guys know your girl really, truly appreciate it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, okay? You guys, each and every time we go live, we are working towards a goal for the super chat. So again, thank you to everybody who come in and give the gifts and give the super chats. And somebody asked me, what is the Cash App? Y'all, I don't know how to, do all of that stuff, but if you so choose to send a Cash App, I am Sighren is everywhere, okay? And you can do so if you choose to. I'm not going to reject anything. And I truly appreciate that offer. And thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for wanting to, compensate, I guess, for the knowledge that you got. I really, truly appreciate it. So thank you. All right. But yes, it is. I am Sighren for those of you who are interested. And like I said, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the comments, y'all. Y'all be coming through. So, we're looking at the topic of the day, how to level up luxuriously and for free. Like, we're going to talk about the level up, you guys, that doesn't come with a cost, okay? Or not a high cost. It could either be cheap, okay, meaning not as costly, and or free. So before we get started on that, you guys, y'all know I love to take the time to acknowledge each and every one of you. And I definitely want to give a shout out to the gems who are in the spotlight of this week. So thank you so much for being in the spotlight, gems. Okay, let me find out where you are. Okay, the gems who are in the spotlight for this week, meaning you guys have watched, multiple vlogs. Some of you are catching up on vlogs. Y'all like Sighren, girl. So shout out to each and every one of you. Hey, Cherry, hey. Shout out to you. Okay, thank you so much for being in our community spotlight. Thank you. Hey, Cherry, hey. We have Rona _E3Z. Okay, shout out to you, Rona, and thank you so much for being in our community spotlight. DJ T Money every week. Okay, shout out to you and thank you so much for being in the community spotlight. Lily's Pad. Okay, I guess I say Lily's Pad. Yes, Lily's Pad. Thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. And Janet Williams. Okay, 1352. Thank you so much for being in the community spotlight. I really truly appreciate it. Thank you to each and every one of you. Again, thank you guys for your comments, your likes. Thank you guys for all of the super chats, the gifts, and things of that nature. And thank y'all for hyping the video. Okay. So y'all, we asked for you guys to check out the throwback. So each week I'm introducing a throwback video. Okay. And y'all will see it in the community page, okay, where we're going to be talking about the throwback video of the week. And this is so you guys can, get to know the journey, okay, and see the things that happened that got me to where it is that I am today. Because like I said, there are so many of you who are so new to the channel, and there are so many gems that I was dropping, okay, in the videos. So the video that we put up, because I haven't been as active as I'm supposed to, we're going to push it for another week. So there's a video on the community section, you guys. Make sure you go check it out. It's about a DNA test, okay, for you to see it. So I want you guys to make sure you check it out. And then we're going to go over some questions. I don't know if we're going to go over those questions throughout the week or during the live. I'm going to see how it is that I want to do it. But I'm going to go over some questions. I'm going to ask y'all some questions to see if y'all really watched the video. Make sure you leave a comment, okay, under the video if you watch it, because I'm going to be doing a giveaway, okay? So we are going to be, as we learn and grow and get to know more things, okay, I'm going to be doing a giveaway in regards to this. So I wanted to surprise you guys with that. And also, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for those of you who went to the website and purchased the copper mug, okay? So one of you are going to be a giveaway winner. So if you went to the website, if you haven't gone yet, I'm going to be doing that. What are we at? We on that Tuesday. So I'll be introducing it. I'll do the giveaway I'll probably announce it Friday. This week, Friday, I will announce the winner of the giveaway, okay, you guys. And that's just really going to the site, Sighren.com, purchasing your copper mug, or if you see other things from the site, shout out to those of you who have gotten your counseling session with your girl. Thank you very much. I know y'all love it. So I can't wait for the testimonies from you guys to upload it. So shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. But yes, we're going to be announcing the winner. So I'm going to do a giveaway for one of you who get the copper mug. And then I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for the throwback video question. So make sure when you watch the video, you like the video. Okay. I'm going to put up all of the rules in it. You're going to watch the video, like the video. You must be subscribed. Okay. Also, when it comes to this, y'all, I think this is only set up for people who are subscribed to comment. So if you cannot comment, it's because you are not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you guys, so that you can come in and you can interact with us, because we really definitely, want to welcome you as a gym, and we definitely want to see what it is that you have to say. So I believe the comment section is only for subscribers. I will also be uploading our first members only vlog as well as video. So we're going to be doing a members only vlog, you guys, where I'm going to be taking y'all a little deeper behind the scene into some things. And I'm going to be having some other conversations, that I don't typically have on the vlogs. So shout out to all of the members. For those of you who join and become a member, you're going to get some exclusive content, and you guys, you're going to get some exclusive videos. Okay. And we're going to be doing some members only giveaways as well. Okay. So again, shout out to each and every one of you who become a member on the channel, right? Let me see what else it is that we want to talk about before we go ahead and get started, y'all. I think that is it with catching up. There were comments, but I don't know what I did with the comments. Hey, how you doing? What is it, ma'am? I don't know. Okay, first of all, it's tiny over here. Me FM. Okay, shout out to you. All right, I hope I'm saying it right. If not, I know I just chopped and screwed your name, but just forgive me. Excusez-moi. Let me see. Today we're talking about how to level up luxuriously and for free. How to step your game up, how to step your life up. So many people are getting to the point where they're just tired of, living life, working, paying bills, but life is just not responding to you in the way that you would like for life to respond to you, to show you, what it is that you want, okay, and to give you what it is that you want out of your life. And I feel like a lot of us need to really focus on how to level ourselves up. It's just really time for you to step into your expensive era. You have to stop making yourself available to people and to circumstances that cannot afford you, period. Okay, there are some people out there that cannot afford your time. You have to stop donating your time. You have to stop donating your energy, your presence to people that cannot afford it, that don't deserve it. And those are the people that cannot afford it, are the people who don't deserve it. You have to take the time to write down, if you need to do it that way, write down a list of people. Who are these people who don't deserve your time or who cannot afford your time? People who cannot give you what it is that you expect and or need. Okay. For example, let's say you had a homegirl, y'all been hanging out, for years and years and years, and you're always there for her. Okay, you always give her the best advice in the world. You're always helping her to fix problems in her life. But when it comes to you, she doesn't have that equivalent advice. It's like, oh, girl, girl, I don't know. You're like, wait, hold up. Like, give me something more than you don't know. So, you've been hanging with this person and you've been giving them your all, and you've been really, just donating all of your time to this person, always giving them the best advice, always helping them out in critical situations, but you don't get that in return. The only thing you have in regards to the connection is the longevity, the fact that you've known her for a long time. But it doesn't matter, you guys, how long you have known someone, how long you have been around. We have to stop torturing ourselves. It's time for us to use that thing God gave us called discernment. And you're going to need to know when to exit the stage left. You need to know when to discard of that, outdated relationship, friendship, partnership, even if it's your job, your career, wherever you are. If something is not giving you as much as you're putting into it, then you need to make sure you are ready to make an executive decision in your life and go that way. Okay. Now, I know this may be uncomfortable, because a lot of us, we have such big hearts, okay? We love everybody and we want everything to be sincere. We want everything to be good. We want everybody to get better. Some people not gonna get better, okay? It's the crabs in the bucket syndrome. They only in there to pull you down. They're really not trying to get out. They are comfortable with staying in the bucket. They do not want to get out because they like, oh my God, I don't know what's out there. I'd rather stay in the bucket. I don't want to go out there. Why are you trying to get out there? Next thing you know, they grab it onto your legs, pulling you back down. So you have to be able to recognize these people in your life. You're going to have to be able to recognize who is putting into you and who's taking out from you. Now, for those of us who have kids, yes, your kids are more than likely going to take out from you. Okay, they're not going to be making any deposits. They're more than likely going to be making withdrawals. They're young and they need you. But you should not have a grown person in your life making withdrawals from you. Everyone needs to be making equivalent deposits. I'm not going to deposit $50 in you and you deposit $25 in me, right? So it's like you're going to have to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are helping you to grow. If you're in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a friendship or whether it's your love life, whatever it may be, if you're in a relationship with somebody, okay, and you've been in that relationship, let's say for 3-4 years, let's say 2 to 3 years, okay, let's not push it too far. Let's say 2 to 3 years. If you are the same person you were when you started this relationship, that's a problem. That person should have helped you to grow, and you should have helped that person to grow, meaning you have been investing in one another. We should not still be at the same space that we were when we met. That's a problem. If you are properly investing in one another, then guess what? You need to see the results of that investment. And it shouldn't take year after year after year for you to not be able to see the results of that investment. Some of us, we're around people, we're around circumstances, we're in environments that just do not serve us. Some of you, all of your illnesses, all of the dis-ease you are experiencing, all of the pains, the waking up, the aches, all of that is because you are in an environment that does not support the type of energy you are. Your environment vibrates too low. And it's causing you to have crazy experiences. You feel stuck. You're trying to save. You can't. Every time you turn around, another bill is due. You check the check. You're having to pay things late. the energy of the environment, the energy of your surrounding. A lot of you are going to have to go back and reevaluate your environment. Your environment consists of the people in that environment, the immediate folk in that environment. So if you live at home with mama, you need to look at mama. If you live at home with your sister them, or if you live with any type of family, if you live with a friend, if you live with your man, you need to reevaluate your environment. Everybody who has access to you should be investing in you in some way, shape, or form. Everybody, because I have this person around me, I'm able to grow. Now, for example, just imagine if you had old Sighren, right? Old Sighren was your roommate. Every time you have a problem, she's giving you the best advice. And because of that, you have been able to start your business. You have been able to grow your business. You have now been able to put other people on, all because you're surrounding yourself with people who can help you to grow. That's how it's supposed to be. I wouldn't want to be in a connection with somebody where 5 years later, we still in the same spot. Just imagine you being at a job and 5 years later, you still getting the same pay. They haven't increased or gave you a raise at all. How would you feel? So that's how we got to look at the people around us. Okay. Am I being promoted when I am around you? Okay. Am I getting some type of raise when I'm around you? Y'all, I know we love our folk. We love our people. We love our friends. We love our man. We love our family. But we got to love ourselves. And I'm going to tell you something. One thing I'm going to tell you is, if I want to be in somebody's presence, I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm vibrating to that person's presence. I'm going to make sure that I am able to bring something into that person's life, because I'm going to want that person to bring something into my life. If I see you and I see that there isn't anything that you can, bring into my life, or any type of way you can help me to change or grow, I'm going to keep on walking, right? So we need to use discernment where it is that we're surrounding and who it is that we're surrounding ourselves with, okay? So again, it's time for us to step into our expensive era, okay? Am I too expensive for you? Can you not afford, okay, my time? Because your time is very valuable. Hey to everybody who's tuned in. Hey, Pretty Penny. Hey, how are you? Welcome. You say seeing this in real time. Oh, yes, you are, ma'am. Shout out to you, okay? And thank you so much for joining, y'all. And like I say, anybody who be in these type of lives, trust me, I know there's a God, okay? I know there's a soul, right? And because there aren't many out here. We think there are, but there are not many out here. Trust, all right? So shout out to y'all, all of the souls, okay, that come up and through, because this conversation is not for everybody. And I get it. I understand it. It's not for many. So the need for us to step into our expensive era, a lot of people, for those of you who I have been doing counseling sessions with and things of that nature, a lot of us say, I want to wait till I get my money right. That's a lot of what I hear. I got to wait till I get my money right, or I have to wait. You never have to wait. Just imagine, like, when you put, I have to wait on something, you just spoke that into your life, that you're not ready. You just told the universe, I ain't ready. I need to wait until I get my money right. When is your money ever going to be right? Okay. When is the money ever going to be right? Because the minute we think the money is right, a bill come up. You ever notice that, right? A bill come up, or an expense will come up, or something of that nature. So we got to look at the money as already being right. Why is it that your money is not right today? Not that you don't have it. It's just mentally you're not thinking of it as being in the right place, regardless of where my finances at, y'all. If I see something I want, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to get. I'm getting ready to get that. I don't ever sit around and wait until I have to have the money for it, because you never know, right? So, for example, I gave you guys an example a while ago, but majority of you were not on my channel at that time. So I wanted my dream truck, right, for years, since like the late, maybe mid 80s. I remember it was a movie that I saw my dream truck on, and it was the Range Rover, right? It was a movie called The Great Outdoors, okay, starring John Candy. He's deceased now, rest in peace to him. But it's a throwback movie, y'all, from the 80s, okay? And I think his brother had the nice fancy car. He had the Range Rover, I believe it was. And that was like the first time that I saw it. And what happened was, I don't know if y'all remember, but back in the day when we saw nice cars, we would say, oh, that's my car. That was the thing we did as kids. We would sit in the back of our car as we're going somewhere, with a family member, of course, and we would just look out the window and say, oh, that's my car. That's my car. That's my car. That's what we did, right? So every time I saw this Range Rover, I'm like, oh my God, that's my car. So as I got older, you guys, and I started to see how much it cost, I said, oh my God, but I still say, that's my car. So what I did was, I just was like, you know what, babe, this is what I want. This is my dream car. And, this is the car that I want, right? And I said, I'm not going to drive it every day. That's not going to be my everyday car. So I have to have two cars. That's what I told him. I said, I need to have two cars because I'm not going to want to drive my dream car every day. I'm just going to drive that, when I feel like, driving it or whatever. So listen, I looked up the price of the truck that I wanted. I was like, oh my God, it was literally like the cost of a house. Okay. So I went online to Amazon and I bought a little toy one, y'all. It was about that big. I brought a little toy one. Yes, I did. A little toy Range Rover. And I kept that on me. It was just what I saw. So it made me feel as if I was closer to this dream car that I wanted. And I started to see it all the time. Everywhere I went, I started to see the exact color that I wanted, everything about it. So next, I was like, you know what? For Valentine's Day, babe, I want the truck. And they is looking at me like, oh my God, like this truck was costly, okay? So Valentine's Day come. We go up to the Range Rover place. Now, they have every color but the color that I wanted. But when we went up there on Valentine's Day, the exact truck just so happened to come in that morning. Okay? That morning, they was like, this just came in. And I'm like, that's my truck, y'all. This is the truck that I wanted the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, babe. They looked, he was like, there it is. And I'm like, that's my truck. Now, when we got there, these people wanted 6 digits, okay? Well into the 6 digits for this truck. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know if I want to pay. That's just too much. I really love it. This is my truck. We were able to talk them down into the 5 digits, okay? But the moral of the story is, you guys, did I have what they were asking for on that truck just sitting? No. It's just I went and I had a dream or I wanted this and I really, really, truly was focused on it. And I'm like, that's my truck. And they went and did what he had to do. And boom, he was able to, talk them down to a nice cash price for the truck. And boom, we was able to get it. So it was just like, you guys, sometimes you don't have to wait on the money, y'all. The opportunity is always there. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity is always there when it comes to what it is that you want. And it's all about really putting yourself into the energy, okay? Now, part of stepping into your expensive era, because these are the conversations that I have when, we're talking into our lessons, okay? When we're talking into our counseling session, you say the feeling was embodied. If it can make you feel something, you can manifest it. Exactly. It's all about the thought. It's about the emotion. When something comes into your life, it doesn't come into your life until you manifest it, whether you have the money or not. Once you get into the frequency of that manifestation, then the money will come forward, whatever it may be. Okay. You say, I'm me, my, okay. From Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Don't think I've ever seen a toy range, but yes, they are expensive. Girl, listen, I had never seen a toy range neither. I had never, y'all, it was so little. I moved and I boxed everything up. So I'm pretty sure it's in a box somewhere because I didn't unbox that. Y'all, it was a little toy range. Y'all, about the size of my finger. And I used to have it just sitting up on my desk in my office. And that was my little truck. And I did other things. Like I went and bought the mats for it, and I bought an umbrella. Okay, I was like, this going in my truck. When I get my truck, this going in my truck, right? So I bought some mats for it, and I bought the umbrella. And the day I was able to go and sit in it and drive off with it, y'all, it was crazy. Okay. So let's talk about how it is that we can step into, this energy, you guys. Okay. So how is it that we can step into our expensive era? Now, y'all, when I do my vlogs, okay, a lot of people say, Sighren, I would love to get that, but that's too expensive for my taste. I don't really care to hear that, y'all. I'm like, why? Well, you need to level up your taste, okay? Level up your taste. Go get this. Have that. So, for example, when I do like a haul, right? And I'm like, okay, y'all, I went and got this, nice little facial hydration stuff, right? And it is from Chanel. Let's say something like that. It's from Chanel. And let's say it's $80. And you're like, oh, child, that's a little too rich for my blood. First of all, honey, you are royalty. First of all, your blood is too rich for it, is how it actually goes, because you are actually royalty. Okay? But anywho, so how is it that we can still get this without having to spend that type of money? Okay. So I always say, listen, you go right on over to Chanel, okay? And you say, hey, I saw the facial hydration and I would like to try it before I buy it. They're going to rush, okay, a couple of samples up in your hand. Right? So listen, for free, here you have access to it. You walk out with your samples, you go and you're using it on your face. So after you've seen somebody else use it or whatever, you were motivated to get it. You have now brought it into your energy for free. Now you have some samples and you're like, oh my God, I'm rubbing this $80 hydration on my face like it's nobody's business, honey. Listen. This is how you are able to bring things into your frequency without having to cover the cost or pay the cost, okay? So it's all about the experience. It's all about, honestly and truly, having the Chanel energy in your environment is really a good thing. You want to have things in your environment that has a high frequency, that has a high energy. It's the reason Chanel is a high-end brand. Okay, meaning the energy behind it or the frequency within it is very much so up there. So I would rather, have things like that, a whole bunch of samples around using this stuff, feeling good, because it gives you a feeling, you guys. I mean, honestly, when you do get things that, cost a little penny or whatever, you feel some type of way. You're able to pull from the energy connected to that item. It makes you feel good when you in a room and you walking around with a Chanel bag and everybody else's is fake and yours is real. Like, come on, it gives you a glow that you just like, You know what I'm saying? It really does give you a glow, right? When you in your era, when you looking good, you know what I'm saying? And you feel good. It's just something about knowing you walking around with a nice, real, genuine, sincere Chanel bag. Everybody is looking at it. Everybody is like, oh my God, I love that. Or I want one, or I wish I could have, it makes you feel good. So to be able to pull that energy into your environment, pull that energy into you, pull it close to you. Now you walk around with $80 Chanel hydration moisturizer on your face. And people saying, girl, you got a glow today. What it is you wearing? You like, girl, Chanel. You know what I'm saying? Where you get that from? Oh, girl, you can go to Chanel. It costs $80. They don't know you got yours for free. They don't know you got a couple of samples over there and that's what you're using. Okay, that's none of their business. But you are able to access and pull off of that energy. You are able to feel that luxury experience, that luxury energy without having to pay the price for it. It's a way to bring it into your energy, okay? And if you like it, you know what I'm saying? You like, well, you know what? I got to get some of this. I really, truly like this, then you could go get you some, all right? So let me see. Hold on, you guys, all right? Other things that we can do, all right? Other things that we can do so we can get us some high-end samples of some makeup, you guys. Oh, and perfume. Girl, y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing, okay? Because I went in, well, every time I go and make a purchase, they give me samples. I think this is a sample of Chanel, okay? And this is a mascara. You see that? Y'all, this is a mascara. Girl, free. It doesn't, and it's a lot in here. I ain't gonna lie. This is honestly, I remember when I first started using the Chanel, it's the primer. I started out with a tube like this. It was free. They gave me a free tube of the primer, y'all. And I used that thing for about a month, and it was so good. I loved it. I went and bought it. But the fact of the matter is, you can get this, and they be like, oh my God, I love your mascara. What are you wearing? And you be like, Chanel. You know what I'm saying? It's just bringing that high-end energy, not looking at it as if you're like a designer or you're like a name whore or something like that, but you're really pulling in that energy. Okay, I'm telling you, this is how you're going to be able to up your bank account, y'all, by pulling off of a lot of high-end energy in your vibration, in your environment, you guys. And the universe is going to respond to your environment. If you have a whole things in your house that's broke, don't work, dirty, then that's what you're going to be. That's what the universe is going to respond to. The universe does not speak English, Spanish, Arabic, whatever. The universe speaks frequency. It speaks vibration. Okay? It speaks vibration. If you have a cheap ring, okay, let's say your ring costs $12. Nobody pays attention to that ring. But if you have a big old, let's say your ring costs $90,000, people are going to be like, oh my God, can I see your ring? You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful ring. What are people responding to? They don't know how much that ring costs. What is the difference between that ring and the $12 ring? The frequency. The frequency connected to the diamonds that is inside of that ring. The diamonds give off a certain frequency that cubic zirconia doesn't. Okay? So go and get you a couple of samples of these high-end makeups, y'all. Okay, y'all could go to the mall. It's right inside of Macy's. It's right inside of Nordstrom. It's right inside of Dillard's. Go in there and ask for some of your high-end designer products. They will gladly give you samples. This right here is a Chanel mascara, y'all. Okay, $0. And you're walking around with Chanel mascara on. That's the frequency. People are going to respond to that. Okay. Also, you want to get you some perfume. Right? People are like, oh my God, what are you wearing? You're like Louis Vuitton. That is a $500 bottle of perfume, y'all. Here is what? How many of these samples right here? $0. So while she paying $500 for it, I'm rocking the same smell, getting the same response from everybody for $0. Okay? All of these, look at this sample here they gave me the other day. Okay? One of their newest fragrances. Oh God, it smells so good. Okay, they gave me this sample right here the other day. Look, y'all, I walk around and I smell like $500 perfume. $0. Nada. But guess what? I'm in the same league. This one here, Joe Malone. Okay, one of their high-end fragrances that I think this bottle here is like about $400 a bottle, honey. I got it right here. Whenever I want to, and still got a lot left. And everywhere I go, people are like, oh my God, you smell so good. What are you wearing? Yeah, I'm wearing the Joe Malone, When you go online, there it is. Oh my God, that bottle is $450. Girl, oh my God, girl, I want to be like you when I grow up. Girl, for you, $450, for me, free. Okay, so you got to learn how to step into this expensive era and not be afraid of it, because I'm telling you, you don't have to get in there the way you think you have to get in there. You think, oh, I got to get my money right to wear expensive cologne or expensive perfumes or have expensive or designer makeup and stuff. I got to get my money right. No, you just got to get your mind right, and you got to know how to get in. So what happens when you step into, these designer perfumes and stuff like that, y'all, the difference between these and other perfumes is that they actually use a lot of notes from actual herbs and stuff like that. The perfume is because they pull these oils, they extract a lot of these oils and the essence, of a lot of like tree saps and stuff like that. And you get a lot of natural essential oils. Now listen, I make a lot of sprays and oils and stuff like that. And this is why I really I use the same thing, right? I just don't sell it for high prices. Well, to some they may say, "Sighren, you are a little high." But anywho, but they have their name. They put a name on it, like Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? When you think Louis Vuitton, of course you're going to think bougie because of the frequency behind the name, right? But you guys, you have the ability to access as much as you want, right? As much as you can with just wanting it. You just have to want it and allow it to find you, okay? Allow yourself the opportunity to say, you know what, regardless of whether I got the money, if there's something that I want, I'm going to get it. Point blank and period, okay? All right, so makeup samples, perfume samples. I'm talking the highest one they got, okay? Because there's energies behind this that you guys, they don't tell you about. Okay, it's a reason when people walk, oh, what is that? You know what I'm saying? You're responding to the frequency of that cologne. You're responding to the frequency, okay, of that makeup when you see it. So we want you to get your glow up as well, right? Went inside of Louis Vuitton the other day. Majority of the stores, the designer stores, when you go inside, the first thing they're going to do, they're going to offer you, a glass of champagne, a nice bottle of water. Do you want still? Do you want sparkling? Go in and have that experience. You don't have to be up in there to purchase something. You can go up in there just to look around. Just put yourself in the experience, you guys, where you're sitting there, you have a glass of champagne in your hand, and you're walking around and you're looking at all of the designer bags or all of the designer jewelry, whatever it is. Put yourself in different rooms. Pull off the energy of that room, okay? This is how we have to learn how to get ahead, right? There's a reason that you have mom and pop stores, and then you got Neiman Marcus and Gucci. Why is it that Gucci can literally sell bags for $4,000? Why can Louis Vuitton sell bags for $4,000? But then you got other bags that are in Walmart that are $12.99. What is the difference? Why is it that people will willingly go and pay $4, $10, $15, $20,000 for bags? What is the difference? It's the frequency connected to it. Everything is created in a certain vibration. You want to get your hands on that vibration. You want to pull that vibration into your environment because you want to surround your environment with highly vibrational products, energy, frequencies, just by having a sample. Okay, you don't have to have the whole bottle. You got you some mascara, you got you some perfume, you got you some facial cleansing. You know what I'm saying? You have all of the name brand luxury things, you guys. You don't have to wait till you get your money right. Your money is obsolete. You got to get that mind right, and you have to learn how to bring these things into your environment. Okay. The next thing we want to do when we're stepping into these designer stores, go in there, you guys, just to get the feeling. We want you to pull upon the feeling because a lot of people walk past those stores like, see, that's too rich for my blood. Take your little ass, go up in there, okay? Go up in there and vibrate and pull off of the energy of just walking around the store with a glass of champagne, got your water. Everybody is waiting on you. They're trying to see what it is that I just want to look at this bag. I want to feel it. I want to try it on. I want to try on some of y'all glasses, see what I look like. Because once you get in the frequency and you see how you feel when you put this stuff on, then naturally your energy is going to shift. Your body is going to recognize luxury because you are in royalty. Your body is immediately going to connect to luxury because you are royalty. Okay, so go inside of some of your favorite designer stores, you guys. Get used to the feeling, the experience, try on things, okay? Go in there, try on designer clothes and designer shoes, you know what I'm saying? Whether you gonna get them or not, go in there and get a feeling. Walk around in them shoes, you know what I'm saying? Let me get these in my size. Sit down, sip on your champagne. Just really get used to being pampered. Get used to people waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? And when I say waiting on you, I mean literally, what do you need? What else do you need? What else do you take in that? Take it all in, take in that experience and make that like your foundation, right? You really have to get in the energy and take it all in and just make that your regular. This is just how I am now. This is just the environment. This is just who I am. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. High vibrational dining, okay? High vibrational dining. What are we talking about? So let's say you've had a day of, all right, this weekend, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to the mall, I'm going to get a whole bunch of samples. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all how to do this, and I want all y'all testimonies, okay? Listen, you get up, you go to the stores. You get all of these designer samples, like I said, face soap, face wash, moisturizer, cologne, all of that stuff, right? Get all of those. Just when you put them samples in your purse, watch how life starts to change, because you don't just have perfume in your purse. You have a frequency that is programmed to that perfume in your purse. And the universe is going to be like, uh-oh, and it's going to start sending you more of that energy. You're going to start to be surrounded by more of that energy, okay? So now you went, you got your products. Now you're going to go sit inside of a couple of designer stores. I want you to try on all the Bougie shoes, okay? I'm talking these shoes be $1,000. These shoes be $900. Go try them on. Get your size, sit down, sip on your champagne with your still water or your sparkling water. Try on shoes, try on bags, okay? Feel very comfortable doing it, because it's all about you getting into the frequency of this energy, you guys. Now, whether you're trying to live this type of lifestyle and have designer items or not, but this is how you're going to level yourself up. This is how you're going to increase your frequency, increase your vibration, and increase your experience in life. Trust, it works, okay? So now we want some, after you've tried on shoes and you've tried on clothes, go and try on that dang on $4,500 Gucci dress. Take you a couple of pictures and, record yourself in a dressing room. Y'all, this is a $4,500 Gucci dress. I want to try it on, see how it fit. When you put it on, it's going to fit you like a glove. It's something about the custom clothing that they sell in these designer and higher end that you just like, oh my God, I don't even need on no girdle. Like, it just got a built-in girdle. I mean, things just fit you so good and you feel so luxurious. That's what we want to get you into, that luxurious feeling, that high-end feeling. So when you stand there, you like, oh my God, like I'm in here trying on a $4,000 dress. No money needed. Now, we ain't trying to buy it or whatever. We're getting used to the experience, okay? So, and like I said, this is so if you want to buy a house, right? This is if you want to start a business, right? This is if you want to level your life up. Maybe you want a promotion or a raise at work. Listen, the first raise has got to be your frequency, okay? The first thing you need to raise is your frequency. Doing little things like this can raise your frequency, you guys, okay? But you have to go where that frequency is in order to pull on it, because it's not where we live a lot of the times. We have to go out there and we have to be able to access that frequency. Okay. So now we're going to go into the high vibrational dining. I always tell y'all, first of all, if you're single, you should have at least your top 5. Okay. But let's say you're doing this on your own. So you got up that morning, you went to the mall, you went and got your high-end samples, you went inside of the stores, you tried on some high-end clothing and things of that nature. You tried on some nice high-end shoes, you sipped on your champagne, you got your little bottle of water that they give you, honey. And now, you're on your way to get you something to eat. You go to a nice restaurant, y'all. I don't care, a bougie steakhouse, a bougie hotel. Go to the Ritz-Carlton, okay? Go to St. Regis Hotel. Excuse me, where's the restaurant here? Or what restaurants, what dining do you have inside of this hotel? A lot of them have bougie exclusive dining, okay? Now, this is what you're going to do. Now, this is where you're going to have to spend a coin, okay? You're going to go up in there because now you got your perfume and you got your stuff on. You done sprayed a little bit on you. So you've already leveled up your frequency already, right? So now you're going to go in and you're going to order a salad, okay? And a water. Now, if you got enough money to order another dinner or a higher dinner or whatever, do you, boo? Okay, but I'm just saying, just to sit in there and pull from the energy of that environment is what it is that we're doing. We have to know what environments are going to deposit energy into us and what environments are going to take energy away from us. So we're going to environments that are going to be depositing energy into us. So with you sitting there, 9 times out of 10, you're sitting around a lot of CEOs, you're sitting around a lot of bankers, investors, things of that nature, okay? You ain't gonna see Jody and Yvette up in there, okay? They somewhere at a drive-through, right? So you're going to be sitting around people who are very much so successful, people who are, career driven, people who more than likely own their homes or maybe own a couple of homes and things of that nature. And while you're sitting there having your salad, okay, with your ginger ale, okay. Now, the reason I say ginger ale is because ginger is a very fiery type of herb, okay. Ginger brings about a lot of fire. It brings about your drive. It helps you with motivation. Whenever I want to motivate myself or whenever I need that fire energy, I always get me a ginger ale, okay? So ginger is something that I love to drink whenever I want that motivation, that inspiration, that I want to take action in life, okay? So what I would do is sit here, I would have my nice little bougie salad, okay? Salad's probably going to be about 13, 14 at the most. If you add a meat or something, maybe you're going to be spending about $20, $22 or something like that, all right? So, but if your energy is right, maybe if you're single and you're looking all cute because you gotta be looking fabulous, okay? Somebody may pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like sitting up in there all by yourself, sipping on your little, ginger ale with your little bougie salad, and somebody come, hey, are you here by yourself? Are you here with someone? Do you mind if I sit? Of course not. So you may actually meet somebody. It's up to you. But this is not about the dating aspect of it, okay, today. So now you're sitting there with your highly vibrational. While you're sitting there and you're eating your bougie salad and sipping on your ginger ale or your lemon water, whatever you choose, okay, I want you to pull out your nice little pad, okay? Now you're going to pull out your little pad. Look at mine, y'all. Y'all know, for those of you who watch my vlogs, this is your girl, okay? You're going to pull out your nice pad while you're having your salad, and you're going to be, writing down what it is that, you want to focus on in life. I really want to work on, more self-love. I had a great time today. I felt very comfortable shopping in those bougie stores. I love this cologne that I'm wearing. I love this perfume that I'm wearing. It costs $400 a bottle, and here I am wearing it, and everybody is sitting here telling me how good I smell. The waitress keep coming by asking me, what am I wearing? You know what I'm saying? Really jot down some notes on some things that you want to do in life, things that you're, expecting in life. You definitely want to make sure that you use that time to just write down some of your, your expectations. What is it that you want? What makes you feel good? How do you feel in this environment that you're never in? You know what I'm saying? Or you just like, oh my God, am I out of my comfort zone? Let me tell you something. I tell y'all all the time, success is the most uncomfortable. You want to know if you're successful? How uncomfortable are you? Okay, how uncomfortable are you? That's when you know you're successful. When you're comfortable and you know how much your check gonna be every week or every 2 weeks, that is not success. Okay, when you get into a level of success, you never know what you always have to outdo the last move that you made. Okay, you are always on your thinking cap. Your thinking cap is always on because you have to keep finding and coming up with more and more ways to do what it is that you already did, but do it better. Okay, to increase revenue, to increase all of this stuff. It's always about going up, nothing is the same when it comes to success. It's very uncomfortable. Okay. So now we're sitting here, we're having our bougie salad and our ginger ale at a nice steakhouse. Or like I said, go to a bougie hotel, go somewhere you have never been. Go somewhere that is very exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to pull on some very powerful energy, you guys. And when you're in the energy of that environment and you're writing down things that you want 90-something% of the time, you tend to manifest it because you're creating a manifestation in an environment that supports growth, that supports wealth, If you're trying to manifest something in an environment that is unstable, that is poor, that the energy is low, you got a homeless person walking by with a cart right in front of you, you in the middle Walmart parking lot, you got a whole section over there where people live and sleep in their car. That's not where you want to go to manifest, okay? You want to make sure you go to an energy of an environment that supports growth, wealth, prosperity, expansion, okay? So going out, having your high vibrational dinner, okay? You want to try high vibrational dining at least twice a month. Okay, so you're dining with a purpose, right? Dining with a reason for you being there and being in that environment and understanding how to utilize the energy of that environment, okay? Get the feel of being in that style environment. Get used to that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go in those wealthy environments, they wait on you hand and foot, okay? If you drop your napkin, you don't even have to pick it up, okay? Oh my God, I'm sorry. You be like, oh, okay. You got to bump heads with them because, there's like, they so quick to just run to your every need. And I want you guys to get used to being pampered. Get used to being treated like royalty because you are. Okay? And you just sitting there having a nice little bougie, maybe $12, $14 salad, you guys, and a ginger ale. Okay, like I said, if you can, if you want to go all out and buy you like an exclusive, go all out. Do whatever is convenient and whatever is comfortable for you. Okay? You said maybe they can't afford the $400 perfume, but you can buy the travel size, okay? But start out with the sample. To me, this is a travel size. Look at this, y'all. I'm like, whoa, like this right here, this is a sample, okay, of the Louis Vuitton. But I'm like, girl, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But why? Why was I able to walk in there and get this size bottle for free? Because when I walked in there, I had already used one of the other ones. I already raised my vibration. I already went in there presenting myself. You know what I'm saying? And they were responding to my frequency, which means my frequency is demanding luxury. And I got it for free. I got it at no cost. Okay? I walked in there and I walked out with something that I didn't even have, and I didn't have to pay a dime for it. Okay? So yes, I agree with you, Kiki Jefferson, honey. Get you the travel size if you don't want to get that full size of it, but start out with a sample, okay? Get as many samples as you can, and then, work your way towards manifesting that nice travel size. If that's something that you want while you're sitting in that bougie restaurant, having your nice little bougie salad and your ginger ale, honey, then I really am going to go ahead and get the travel size of this because it smells so good and I really, truly love it. I cannot wait to wear it again, because people are going to respond to this energy that you're giving out, okay? For those of you who want that beautiful dream home, okay? So what you want to do is you want to drive through your dream neighborhood, okay? Wherever you feel you want to purchase a home, and for those of you who like, my credit is not good, listen, you have to get in the frequency of it. You know how many people bought homes and their credit was crap, okay? It's here. The mind is the most important thing. Whatever you tell the mind is then going to converse that to the universe, and that's how things happen. Money is nowhere in the midst of that. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to vibrate towards it? See, money is honestly the destructive way of getting something, right? Money is kind of like the demonic way of getting something. Because first of all, you're looking at the money, okay, which has dead people on it, which, we're looking at necromancy, utilizing dead people's energy to purchase or get something that we want. That's a whole other conversation. We're going to leave it at that, okay? But money, right? How can you get something without having the money for it? You've ever gone out to eat and have somebody just pay for your meal? Right? Remember I told you how they used to do that Starbucks thing where you get there and they're like, oh, the person in front of you paid for your meal. You like, what? You got your meal. You was expecting to pay. You didn't even have to pay. Somebody paid for your meal. Okay? So what frequency are you in to where the universe is waiting on you hand and foot? The universe is just waiting on you to vibrate towards that which you desire. Okay? So when you want to, even if you want to rent whatever neighborhood you want You want to drive through those neighborhoods, okay? If you feel like, okay, I really want to live in a nice neighborhood, I don't really like living over here. I really want to live through in a nice neighborhood. You want to get used to, being in that neighborhood. You want to go and you want to drive through that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Look at the houses over there. If they're having an open house, go. Okay? If they're having an open house in that area, go. Okay, enjoy, walk through, see what it feels like walking into a house with them two big double doors, see what it feels like to walk into the house, in a neighborhood of where it is that you want, or the fact of walking into a house that you own. See what it feels like to go to where they're showing homes and things of that nature. Like, get in the environment or get in the frequency of that already. Let the universe know you ready. You're ready. The universe ain't worried about how much money you got, because it doesn't respond to what's in your bank account. It responds to you. It will know that you're ready, okay, when you are ready, when energetically you are in alignment with that which you desire. That's how it's going to respond to you. But if you're not in alignment and you're doubting yourself and was like, oh, I wish, or, maybe I don't know, I ain't got it like that. You do have it like that. You are that. Okay, so going through, these dream neighborhoods, driving through there, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, if they're having like an open house, go. If not, you can, inquire to see if they have any rentals over there. You can meet with the people who, own the home and get a showing and stuff. Like, start getting used to just going to that neighborhood. Okay, because now you're preparing yourself to move over there into that area, whatever that zip code is. Okay, it don't have to be a specific house or a block or something, but maybe it's a certain zip code. You're like, oh, that's a nice area over there. I would love to live over there. Then I want you to start going over there. Okay, I want you to pull up sometimes up and through. And after you look at that house, or after you drive through the neighborhood, looking at the different houses, I want you to then take it to the next level. Okay, then I want you to drop off your dry cleaners over there, right? Go over there in that neighborhood that you want to live in, and that's where you take your clothes. You go to the cleaners over there. Right? Because a lot of us think that, oh, it's expensive over there. That's an expensive area. But I'm going to tell you something. In the expensive areas, stuff be a little cheaper, because the people ain't trying to spend money on all type of stuff. It's hard for them to get them folk to spend that money on average stuff that they don't shop the way we shop. Okay? When they shop, it got to be cheap. You ever seen folk out there who got so much money and they got on $12 sneakers? I remember at my last job that I had, the CEO came to visit, right, to our location. And he had on the dingiest tennis shoes, right? And I remember one of the managers said, oh my God, like, what is up with these shoes? Okay, like, seriously, like, what is up with these shoes? Like, you need a new pair of shoes. And he was like, why? I could still walk in them. Why would I spend money, on another pair of shoes? And these are just fine. If they're dirty, but, they're just fine. They don't spend money like we do. Okay, it takes a lot for them to go and be like, oh, am I going to spend $200 on a pair of sneakers? Absolutely not. For what? They spend money differently. So when you go to cleaners and stuff in the more wealthier neighborhoods, they have to lower their prices kind of like a bit to get them to go and drop their clothes off over there. So you may be doing yourself a nice service, okay, by going over there and dropping your cleaners off. But we want you to get used to just doing things in that zip code, okay? So after you leave, from viewing the houses and stuff over there, you ain't got to drop much off. Drop maybe like 2-3 pieces off. Let's say you probably like, well, I don't take my clothes to the dry cleaner, Sighren. You know what I'm saying? Then go to the gas station over there. Okay? Go over there and fill your car up, or go over there and put some gas in your car, right? Go to the grocery store over there. Drive over there in that area and grocery shop. Don't get a whole bunch of stuff if it's far away from where you live, but go over there and get you some bread or whatever it is. Just go and do things in that zip code, right? Go over there and go grocery shopping, right? Go over there and go to their Walmart, or I don't know if they're going to have a Walmart, but go over there and go to their Target, or go over there and go to the TJ Maxx that's over there, or go over there and go to the Starbucks that's over there. You know what I'm saying? Just really get yourself used to being in that zip code, right? So after you do that, you guys, I want you to kind of get familiar with the county, like know much about that area. What county is that? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I want to live in a nice area. I want to live over here. What county is that? What city is that? What's the zip code over there? What is the area code for the phone numbers in that county? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could call, you could change your number to a phone number in that county or whatever. You want to kind of pull yourself over there. You'll be surprised, okay, how things can happen and line up in your favor when you are anointed, okay, with that blood, okay? You'll be surprised how he show up for you when you ready. When he know you ready, okay, you will be very much so surprised, okay? Things start to work in your favor in ways that you be like, all you got to do is want it. You got to want it, and we can't be afraid of wanting it. We can't feel like, oh, I'm being too bougie because I want this. I want it. Do not cap yourself, okay? Want everything and anything that you can have, and want the best of the motherfucking best, okay? Regardless, all right? So yes, that's for those of you who want to live in those nice neighborhoods that you pass out. Oh, that's a nice area over there. Oh, they nice and bougie over there. Go over there. Okay, start putting yourself up over there. Start looking over there. Start doing things over there. If you don't live over there, but damn it, that's where I go put my dry cleaners at. That's where I go get my grocery at. That's where I go get my gas at. So you would think I live over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always over there. I'm always putting myself in that environment. I'm always putting myself in the energy of that area. Everybody who live over there is successful. Everybody who live over there, you know what I'm saying? They have nice things. They have beautiful homes. They have beautiful cars. Like, why would I be afraid of going into that energy? Of course, that's the type of environment I want to surround myself with, right? For those of you, when it comes to your dream car, go and test drive it. You ain't got to buy it just yet. Go test drive it, right? Go to the car lot, right? Of the car that you want, that's your dream car, go there. You know what I'm saying? And when you go there, like I said, y'all, listen, I didn't know about car service until I got the Range Rover. I didn't know you could be treated like that at a dealership. Okay. When I sat down, warm cookies, to order, right? It was just a lot of things that I'm just like, whoa, I didn't get this over at Nissan. Nissan had me waiting for hours, on these hard chairs. And I'm just like, oh my God, honey. But when I went over there and once I got used to that experience, I was just like, you know what? That's it. It is what it is. So go and test drive your dream car. Get familiar with sitting in that car. Like, go in there, sit in it. You know what I'm saying? See how you feel. See how it smells. You know what I'm saying? See what it feel like to turn it on. Like, you got to put yourself in the frequency of doing those things, right? And just take the time to go to different car lots and, test drive it or go look at it or, bring it closer to you, right? And next thing you know, it will easily manifest itself within your reality. You're going to start to drive off and go home. And next, every day you're going to see that car. Every day you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now listen, there are certain things that can happen to manifest that car a lot sooner than you think. Right? But you got to make sure that you are manifesting it mentally first. It all starts within the mind. All is the mind. You create it right here. You guys remember that movie, The Never Ending Story? And if y'all saw that movie, The Never Ending Story, remember what was coming? Do y'all know what was coming? What was it that was coming into the area where I think Atreyu was? I think that was his name. The guy on the little boy on the horse, and then he got to the dog and all of that stuff. Do y'all remember exactly what it was that was coming to destroy everything that they were running from? Okay. It was called The Nothing. It was called The Nothing. Now let's look at this movie here, you guys. The Nothing. This whole world was being destroyed and eaten up by the nothing. What is the nothing? It is, just imagine that as us. We are all that world, okay, from The Never Ending Story. The nothing is when you're no longer thinking. You're no longer creating. That's why it was getting eaten up, because there was no creation. There was no motivation. There was no inspiration. There was no action being taken. Everybody is just sitting around withering away. So when it comes to us, we have to make sure, okay? That we are taking accountability. When it comes to us, we have to make sure we keep the motivation going. We keep the inspiration going. You have to become the inspiration. You don't look for the inspiration. You have to become the inspiration. Inspiration is not something for us to look outside of ourselves and get. You have to become inspired. Why are you inspired? You're inspired because you're taking action, and you're inspired to keep taking action. But if you're not taking action, then you're not inspired. That is what the nothing is. When we're no longer looking forward to stuff, when we no longer feel like we can have certain things, when we feel like, oh, that's too rich for my blood. Oh, I ain't got it like that. You are that. Everything, every aspect of wealth is you. And you have to make sure that you're taking charge of that energy. You got to make sure that you are aware, okay, of that energy. You have to make sure that you're working towards becoming that energy, right? Ready to step into your expensive era. Do not let the nothing come and get it or take everything from us, because that's what's happening nowadays, especially with social media. Unfortunately, you guys, social media is like the nothing. You know, I worked with someone recently, and I said, okay, I need to hire somebody to, do a little bit of marketing and, clean up and zhuzh up, my business and stuff like that. And, the person told me, well, everything that I use is AI. I said, what? Said, yeah, I'm just going to use AI to create everything. And I'm like, wow. So the person literally said to me, I don't even have to think anymore. AI does everything. AI is equivalent to the nothing. Get you to a point where you don't have to think. You don't even have to create anything. Now listen, we can look at that and say, there's two ways you can take that. You can either let AI take over, or you can stay in control. I'm not saying AI is bad, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, that was my whole thing. That's why y'all don't see Sighren on IG. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter or whatever they call it now, the bird, whatever. I'm not on none of that. Only place you're going to find me social media wise is YouTube. That's it. I just don't get down with AI like that, right? And it's okay. Nothing against AI. What we have to understand, I think what we're doing is we're losing, or we're letting our authority go when it comes to AI. AI only does what you tell it to do. A lot of us are trying to become besties with the damn AI. Oh, that's like my best friend. Like, I've heard people, like, I'm serious. I talk to people all the time, and they're like, oh, it's like my best friend. I talk to her like we best friends, and this and that. She know all my business. Skirt. This should be a employee-employer relationship. As the employer, you are not to fraternize. You are not to get that close to your employee, because now the type of connection is going to shift and change. You should always know that when it comes to AI, you remain in charge. You tell it what to do, and it does what you ask it to do, and that's how it should remain. Do not surrender your authority to AI. Do not surrender your authority. I think this is where we are losing the war. We're losing the battle. Okay? It is now machine versus man. And we're losing because we're allowing technology to come in and guide us. Remember back in the day, we didn't have technology. We didn't have MapQuest or, GPS and all that stuff. We used to get around everywhere. I don't care where you needed to go, you got there. Nowadays, we can't go 5 blocks over without using GPS, right? Or Waze or whatever it is that we have, MapQuest, whatever you use. It's like, what happened? The nothing. The nothing is coming and it's taking over a lot of us. And like I said, I love what AI is and, technology and all. I'm not against technology at all. I love technology, but like I said, I feel like we are surrendering ourselves to technology and we're sacrificing our authority in the situation. And what happens when you allow technology to take over? Technology does not have a heart like we do. Technology does not have emotions like we do. So technology is going to do whatever it is that supports the algorithm that it created. And it's going to create an algorithm based upon, okay, how do we get rid of as many people? How do we decrease their brain, okay, frequency as much as we can, right? So it's like, even when it comes to your phone, when you look at your algorithm, when you look what is coming up in your timeline, you should have control. Do not allow AI to just throw things in your timeline. You have to make sure nope, this is not going to go in my timeline. When I did have IG, okay, and when I did have Facebook, and all type of weird stuff would come up in my timeline, I would definitely report. No, absolutely not. Do not suggest this. Okay, again, and I only had high vibrational things coming up in my timeline. I was not the one for the BS. Do not be putting all this low vibrational in my timeline, period. You have to make sure that you stay in the position of authority when it comes to your phone, when it comes to your TV, whatever it is AI is doing up and through your house. Remember, you have to tell the machine what to do. You have to tell the robot what it is to do. You have to program it. And I think a lot of us are losing that as a reality. A lot of us are not understanding that part, okay? So this is how we are going to step into our expensive era, okay? Some of your friends are going to be like, girl, she just trying to fake it till she make it. It doesn't matter. It's the crab in a bucket mentality. They're going to keep you down because they don't want to go. They don't want to make it. A lot of your friends do not want to make it out of the bucket. They don't. And they want you in there. As long as you in there with them, we besties. Hey, girl. But the minute you get out, there's a problem. There is a problem. Now there's a beef because you left. You thought more of yourself. And a lot of us, we feel guilty for thinking that we're better than we are. And you are. And you have every right to think that way. You have every right to believe and know that you deserve the best. They have us around here eating shrimp, you guys, okay? To me. Okay, let me show y'all from my phone. Hold on. Shout out to y'all. Okay, again, thank you to everybody who came in and gave this video a big old fat thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, we are going to continue to reach our goal, you guys. Okay, this week for all of our, oh God, what do you call it? Okay, hold up. We're going to look at the roach versus the shrimp. Y'all, when I learned about this stuff, I just thought it was the most disgusting thing. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Okay, let's see about this one. Now you have the water and you have the land, okay? You have the water and then you have the land. All right, let me see if I can get a better picture, y'all. Hold on. And this is how lame they think of us. All right, let's look here. Look at the roach and look at the shrimp. One is the cockroach of the land and the other is the cockroach of the water. Okay. Y'all know I'm Sighren, mermaid vibes. They're selling you sea roaches and they're calling it a delectable. They're making the most disgusting and degrading things expensive to make you want to buy it, to make you want to eat it. It is literally the cockroach of the sea. That's how they swim. They're bottom feeders. They eat everything from the bottom. And they manipulate you and make you feel like, oh, we're gonna tell them this is the good stuff to eat. We're gonna tell them that, yeah, this is what you're supposed to eat. Look at this, y'all. One is the land that walks on land and the other swims. We need to use discernment in life. We got to break into the reality of what's really going on. We're going to sell them the lowest, nastiest, creepiest, because shrimp, all they eat is poop. All the fish that poop and all of the dead stuff that falls down to the bottom, shrimp goes down and it eats it. All it eats is poop and dead food. Okay, it's bottom feeder energy, right? It eats the leftover, it eats the trash. It's like the pig too, right? So, and what they'll do is they'll manipulate you and sell it to you $20 and make it all expensive and stuff and make you feel like, oh my God, it must be good because it's expensive and things of that nature. And you got to know how to use discernment. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, the first part of stepping into your expensive era, okay, is knowing what foods to eat, what quality things to put inside of you, what quality things, areas that you need to be around, what quality environments, and what quality people, you know what I'm saying, that you need to step in front of. All right, shout out to each and every one of you, okay? Sighren, you are the real deal. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, you guys. Listen, we've been on here long enough, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go. And like I said, I'm going to be announcing some of the winners for those of you who go to Sighren.com. For those of you who get the copper mug, y'all, you're going to be entered for everyone who purchased. You're going to be entered into a drawing, and we're going to be giving away a nice little gift, okay? For one lucky winner, and also for our Throwback Thursday video. All right. One of you will be winning a nice little gift for that as well. Remember, you have to comment on the video, you have to like the video, and you have to be subscribed to the channel as well, you guys. All right. Again, I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow on the next one. Bye, y'all.